If you guys are thinking about buying an older CRV, make sure you watch this video first. What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we finally got a nice day here in Nebraska. It's going to be up to 50 degrees, so that's way better than it has been. But I think first we're going to go take both of our vehicles. We got the CRV and then my fiance's RAV4 right there, so both of those need cleaned up because they are filthy. But we're gonna go get those cleaned up, and then we're gonna come back here and we got something a little different today. We're gonna be sitting down with my fiance and we're gonna go over how much I've spent on this CRV, how much it cost, and all the parts that I've put into it to make it to where it is now. So I think you guys might be a little bit surprised, but yeah, let's jump into it. Today we're going to be going through, I got a sheet of paper printed off with all the costs of my CRV so far, so we're going to go through everything, and you know, if you guys want to buy one, you can make your decision at the end of this video. But I'm going to go through all my experiences, tell you common things that go wrong with them and how expensive they are to fix. So we got my fiance Abby here, and she doesn't know the breakdown of the cost of everything, so we're going to get her reaction. See what she thinks about it. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. First thing that we bought was the car. Abby does know how much this costs, so we went on Marketplace and I found this CRV. It looked pretty nice. It wasn't all rusted out like most of the ones you find. So it was a high school kid's car, and he upgraded to a newer CRV, so he was just looking to get rid of this one. I talked the guy down and we got it for $1,900. So that was a pretty good deal. It's got 250,000 miles on it, but hopefully we can push it up to 400,000 at least. Alright, the next thing that we bought were wheels and tires. I found those off of Facebook Marketplace. A guy was selling some nice chrome CRV wheels with snow tires on them. So how much do you think those wheels and tires cost?
My guess is going to be like $500.
500. Okay, we paid $375 for the wheels and tires.
Heck yeah.
So the tires only have about 4,000 miles on them, so hopefully they'll last a long time.
It's a pretty good deal.
Next, we rebuilt the whole front end suspension. We got shocks, ball joints, control arms, tie rod ends. I think that's it. But we had to redo the whole front end suspension. It was really bouncy. It rode terrible. So we got all that done. I should have made a video on that. I did not. It took me about 3 days altogether to get that done. But the car rides like a whole new car now. So how much do you think all those parts would cost? I bought them all in the kit except for the shocks.
Okay. I have no idea how much all that stuff would cost. I don't even know what any of that stuff you said means. Like $400.
400. Okay. So the kit with all the suspension parts, besides the shocks, was $96. And then the shocks were $164. And the tie rod ends were separate too. We had to buy those. Those are $23. So 96, 164, and 23. I don't know what that is added up, but
Probably like 300, maybe close to 300.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
Oh, so I was pretty close.
somewhere around $300 for the whole front end suspension.
Dang.
Which ain't too bad. The next thing we had to buy was a wheel bearing. So the driver's side rear wheel bearing was very noisy. When you got to about 60 on the interstate, it would make a lot of noise. So I noticed that when I picked the car up and drove it home, it was very loud, pretty grinding, making the grinding noise. So we had to get that changed. Luckily, I was able to do that myself. So how much do you think a wheel bearing costs? It goes in the hub. Basically, it's how the wheel spins. It's like a little metal spinner.
Yeah. Maybe like $275.
Wow, that's expensive for a wheel bearing.
I don't know. I had curb or a piece of wood in the middle of the road and had to fix my wheel bearing, and it was like $800.
Probably for a shop to do with all the labor. I think you got ripped off on that deal.
Probably.
But anyways, the wheel bearing was $45.
Dang, that's cheap.
Yeah.
I was way off.
Yeah. So
It's a pretty good deal.
$45 for the wheel bearing. Luckily, my coworker had the tools,
Oh yeah.
so I borrowed those from him, and I was able to press the old one out, press the new one in, and we got it put back together. And it is quiet now. So, all right. And then I don't have this listed on here because I just did it, but the radio.
Oh yeah.
So I bought the radio and the wiring harness with the dash kit to fit it in the dash. How much do you think that cost?
Like $100.
$100. So the radio was $100.
Really? Even?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
$100 even?
$99
Dang.
for the radio with Apple CarPlay. Which, if you guys haven't seen that video, I'd go watch it. That Amazon
It's
radio.
nice.
It's pretty nice for $100. You can't beat it.
It works well.
Yeah,
It
it's
does
a little
good.
bit laggy, but
barely. It's
Yeah.
very similar to what is in my car.
yeah,
It's a good deal.
it is a really good deal. So some of them are bad, but this one's pretty good.
I feel like it makes your radio sound better. Like you can now play your own music and stuff, which
Yeah,
you
with-
couldn't before.
With CarPlay, and
Yeah.
we got maps and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, we got that. That was $123. I said for both those.
What was
for
the other part?
For the radio and the wiring harness and dash.
Oh
kit.
yeah, the wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have that added on here, but total
Dang.
on the car, we spent, how much do you think?
Well, I
You already
just saw.
it? Okay. $26,053.
I thought it was gonna be way more than that.
But-
I thought it was probably gonna be at least.
But we got to add the
1,000.
radio, so it'd be like 20,
8? No.
almost $2,800 total
Yeah.
is what we spent on this thing. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal. The car drives like new now. These old CRVs are pretty bulletproof as long as you keep the oil changed. I did have to change my transmission fluid. I was having some problems with that, but as soon as I changed the fluid, it went away. So as long as you keep these old CRVs maintained, they'll last a long time.
It needs one more thing. on
What does
it.
it need?
A new starter.
Oh,
How much do those? Wait, I should probably guess how much it costs.
I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
Probably maybe close to a couple $100, $150. But yeah, it probably does need a new starter.
It does need a new starter.
It takes a little while to crank, but it's never not started. So once it stops starting, then I'll have problems with it. But
I feel like the goal is to try and replace it like before it gets to that point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Keep up on maintenance. All right. But that's all we got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the support. If you guys like this content, make sure you give us a like, give us a subscribe, and drop in the comments what you guys want to see. I'm planning on doing more stuff to the CRV. I'm thinking about maybe getting a roof basket to go on top. I think those look pretty cool. And then maybe we might buy some lift pucks and lift it up a little bit. So it has
Whoa!
a
lifted CRV.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yep. All right. Thanks for watching.